Hello everyone, and welcome to Prestige Encounters. I am the Dungeon Master Salkos, and this is the D&D campaign brought to you by Prestige Gaming Community. We have a lot of exciting stuff ready for this session, but before we get into all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. You can go to Spotify to listen to their music, go to YouTube to watch their music videos, or go to midnightsyndicate.com for more information. If you don't want to type in the link, you can just use the command in our chat, !midnight, for that direct link to be put in chat. We also utilize Arkenforge. Arkenforge is a comprehensive tool for Dungeon Masters to use to bring a very great experience to their players each and every campaign and session that they do. It creates ambient sounds, sound effects, music to set them in, and you also can use it for cartography to make maps and battle maps for your table. If you're an in-person player, you can also use their maps. They are animated and live as well. So really cool tool. Check it out at arkenforge.com. We have a lot of artists that do a lot of work for our stream as well. You might notice that right here is my bust portrait. It looks very nice. The line art for this portrait was done by Slimy Rice, aka Jeremiah, who is Aspen here in our campaign. Yeah, sorry. The coloring was done by Starving Artist, who can be found in our Discord along with Jeremiah. Both of them can be for their commission information. So go ahead and use the command !Discord for that link and find out their very fair pricings. Speaking of other people in our campaign, let's go ahead and bring everybody in. Hello, everybody. How we doing?
I exist.
Hello.
Yes.
We're still alive.
Most
of us are.
Yes. Before we get to that part, one last announcement. October 27th is our special Halloween one-shot. We only have 4 spots left in those signups. If you sign up for it, it is $30. You get a bust portrait of the character you choose to make for that one shot to use in your future endeavors. It's a stream one shot. It's a really good time. And you know, it's going to be a really good time. And then they were less, I believe is what it's titled. So that one shot is going to be a grand old time. If you do not sign up by this Friday, we cannot guarantee that the bust portrait will be done in time. So make sure you plan accordingly, and we look forward to hearing from you in our Discord if you have any further questions regarding it. I think that's all the announcements that we have for today.
Indeed.
Yes. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table and we begin session 10 of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last session from his point of view is the one, the only. That's loud.
So loud.
The one, the only Zulkifli.
Do I? We went into the tower in Venaria to find Noxiarium, which we could use to win money, help us get to the university. But first we had to fight whatever was in the tower. After we went through a forest, we fighting a big plant creature. We were okay, very hurt, but we strong enough. We find this man, Vice Calm something, name very long. Take him down with us into the cave. We use a rope to go down, and then after we find 2 pathways, two passage. So we go down the right one. When we go through, tiba-tiba the pintu close, door shut, cannot go out. And so we continue, and we find cendawan, mushroom, big, lots of them. and one door. The mushroom had monsters, dead people. We think maybe they're very slow, but when they touch us, it hurt very much. And they kill that Kaidro One Fist, the young boy that I used to know. When I see him on the ground, I lost control. I become the tiger again. And after that, we just managed to kill all the dead bodies, and the mushroom we destroy. The door opens, but Kaidro is dead. But the vice come. He tell us we can take him home, and if we give Noxirium, maybe we can bring him back. And so we all left, and now here we are.
Thank you so much there. So, where we last left off, as you all enter the portal to return back, there was this bright, blinding light that made your vision go white. And as it began to clear, what you see before you is the city of Vernaria. It is midday. It is raining, and it is a heavy drizzle with puddles starting to form in the street. You're standing in a courtyard outside the tower near where the entrance was. You notice that there is kind of this not cinder block, but stone overhang and trellis kind of with these vines growing up. And just as you look down, there is a circle that is now beginning to fade from the light that bright signified your return. Immediately running up to you is a few guards people of the tower. What is going on? Are you all right?
No. I'll point to Kaidro's body. We must find a way to bring back. And I'll just push the Viscount on the shoulder. You show.
Unfortunately, this is where I must leave you. But you may try the Feywind Guild, as they are accomplished healers. But I have some news to report upon my return.
Huh? News? You report? About the tower?
About the tower.
We need to warn people that it's different. It's more dangerous than we thought. Others are in there, and they're still in danger. As are those that would want to explore the tower in the future.
He's gonna kind of put his hand on your shoulder, Zulkifli, and pull you closer. And only the tower.
Right.
Am I able to carry Kaidro?
Yeah, it's just gonna be harder to move, but not in combat, so it's not necessarily an issue.
That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and start carrying him over to Feywind to see if Mistress Fanova could help, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe she'd be strong.
Going with.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what you all are going to do?
Yes.
Neat. So, as you go through the central section of the city, and you're kind of walking the rain, starting to just continue starting to weigh down your clothes, your heavy armor. It's very cold and unwelcoming. People kind of are stopping and parting ways as they see Astra kind of sitting and carrying this body. As you look around, you notice that there is a sense of familiarity in their eyes and their faces as these adventurers that were gathering on the tower to take part in themselves, as it seems like many of these people have lost someone while venturing within. Eventually, you do make your way to the guild hall for the Feywind Guild, where the centaur woman, recognizing you, lets you in.
Excellent. What am I looking at? Should I put him on a bed? Is it on the floor? Where is Mistress Fanova? Is she in? Just walking around?
So the guild hall is quite large. Upon walking in, two attendants do walk up wearing the green and silver robes that is the Feywind Guild, and they bring you into a room where you can put him down on a bed that would be typically used for medical treatment. You just sit there for a few moments, a little bit longer. Eventually, walking into the room is the gnomish woman you recognize to be Mistress Fanova. Oh dear, it seems that we have someone that we've lost in the tower.
Yeah. Yeah, inside the tower. There's man, the Viscount. He say maybe you can bring him back. Use your magic. He's just a boy.
I understand. It does cost.
What it costs?
How long has he been deceased?
Not long, but he's also been blessed or something by a healer.
I see. Well,
5-10 minutes maybe.
let's see.
Please.
I would be able to perhaps resurrect him, but it will take diamonds to do so.
Not Noxiarium?
Yeah. Diamond.
I see.
We
Do you
have.
Do you have diamonds, and we simply need to repay you the cost, or do we need to acquire diamonds?
We have the diamonds. You would just need to pay the 600 gold to pay for its replacement.
We can work. He also can pay.
We recovered some Noxerium in the mines, and as I understand, it's worth a good amount.
And we can tell you about what is inside.
How much?
Yes.
How much was gathered?
Lots. A lot.
Certainly enough to pay. I believe they're offering. It was it 500 gold per 5 pounds or something like that?
500 gold per pound.
Per pound.
Whoa.
So
We have a lot of that.
2 pounds would cover it. With more than enough.
I mean, more like a pound and 100 gold. We have 100.
Do you value the Noxerium at 500 gold a pound as well, or is that simply an offer from some of the other guilds?
We'll be able to accept the 2 pounds in place of the gold.
Well then,
We're the only ones to have returned from the tower so far.
well, we had another with us from a different group. He was a bit more experienced. He'd been in the tower before.
He said it's more dangerous now. It has changed. Maybe more monsters.
I'll take the 2 pounds from you and I'll be able to begin the casting.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you have spare rooms where the rest of us can rest? I know you're probably overwhelmed with injury.
You may find yourselves in one of the nearby lounges while I handle this business.
Are we able to stay the night here, or?
Unfortunately, we will not be able to.
I understand. I would prefer you have the space for those that need healing, but just thought I'd ask. All right. Oh.
Come. I'm standing there watching them kind of take Kaido's body. Fine. Is the lounge nearby, just like across the hall?
Yeah, it's like down the hall. There's like there's several like armchairs, a fireplace, and a few bookshelves here and there.
Okay. She's taking the body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She like starting the spell.
She is. She requires an attendant brings out a tray. This very large, luminescent diamond, which she takes and she begins to hold a holy symbol in her hand and begins to cast say some words as you all leave the chamber.
Well, Astra's gonna go ahead and just find a nice place, maybe by a window. That'd be nice to watch the rain. And just whittle. I'd like to make maybe some knitting needles. I don't know. I'm just pulling out a stick and carving the stick.
Yeah. Also get the fireplace sounds.
We have Maxirium, and we promised 3 guild to give to them.
We did. And perhaps if we seek to find additional information in the diacogs, we could offer them the information about the location of the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we need to barter that information with other guilds, or is it mostly diacog that we need information right now, right?
Yeah. Maybe we say 20 pounds. Faywin, 20 pounds. Dialcog, 20 pounds. Ebelos. After, we have remainder.
Or another way to look at it, that's a perfectly good way. Another way to look at it is we had approximately 10 pounds per person, didn't we? Minus the 2 we just used.
Yeah, okay. Can also. He's gonna stand there and just slump against the wall.
But we don't have to talk about numbers right now.
No.
Could I have everybody but Kydro to deafen, please?
Okay.
Kydro! While this is all happening, you find yourself kind of floating in this fathomless black nothingness. And you suddenly this small dot of white light appears in the distance, and as you continue to stare at it, it grows larger, and soon enough it is rushing past you on all four sides. And as you feel this adrenaline pump through your veins and from your heart, your eyes open, and in front of you is an elven man with long white hair, wearing a gi with a staff in one hand, and the hand is reaching down to you as you've just been knocked on the dirt, as if to say, pull you up, offer you a hand to get back up.
All right. I'm just going to take in a deep breath as soon as he gets, the chance to. Oh God, where the hell am I?
You were sloppy. I told you. When it comes to your forms. Again, and then you look around and you notice that you're not in the tower. You look down at your hands and they're much less callous than they were. And we realize that you're in a training hall as of 5 years ago. Or a long time ago. Not necessarily 5 years. But again, and once again, you begin to spar with your old master, as he wields his quarterstaff, and you begin to duck. And as he once again knocks you on your ass, he goes, "You want to explore the tower? You want to conquer it?"
Yeah.
And try again. And at this point, he takes the staff and he swings it down right at your face. And right when you close your eyes to flinch, you open them back up and see Mistress Nova standing over you. Welcome back.
Where am I right now, actually?
You are at the halls of Feywind. You went through a great ordeal, and you're now back with the land of the living.
What do you mean?
I'll let your friends explain. Overall, Kydro, you feel very exhausted, tired. You're gonna have -4 penalty to all rolls.
Right.
I'll go away by 1 each long rest. And soon enough,
Make sure.
in the other room, an attendant does come to all of you. He's awake.
I dropped the loot that I was playing. Put it away.
Bingo.
Yeah. And I'll just push past her and start going in.
How does he look when we get in there?
Like he only has an inch of his life left, really. Very tired, worn down. I think he has 1 hit point.
Kydro. You, still alive, huh? Masih hidup.
Ooh. What is going on right now? What happened to the zombies?
Dead.
What do you last remember, Kydro?
Well, I was punching zombies. They kept coming back up, even though I was hitting them really, really hard and really, really good. And I realized they were coming from the mushrooms. So I said, "Hey guys, watch out for the mushrooms." And then get fuzzy after that.
You correct. The mushrooms. That was it. We destroyed the mushrooms. But
Oh,
they,
good.
they killed you.
I died?
Yeah.
How?
One of them he touched you. After I did not see, I saw you lying down, and they get you when you were down.
How did I even make it out of the tower? How did that happen?
He carried you. Never mind lah. You okay now? Huh? Strong still.
You went out of your way to take me out of the tower and bring me back from the dead? How am I even, how did you bring me back from the dead? That's
It's a
impossible.
trading system.
These people, they are the Feywind Guild. They have a strong magic, can bring people back, heal. They find a way.
I didn't even know magic could do something like that. That sounds like a pretty, possible thing to do.
Yeah.
Feywind?
Yeah.
Feywind. Why did they? What did you guys trade to bring me back?
Never mind. Very small. It is finished. Done. Done already.
Oh. Well, this is not what I expected. So I died on the first floor of the damn tower?
Well, it was
Fair.
apparently much harder than it should have been.
Yeah.
Everyone died.
The Viscount we were with, he said that we shouldn't have seen monsters we saw there until the third floor or beyond, at least.
I mean, the highest ever recorded level of the tower was like 40. I'm supposed to complete the tower. That's what I'm here to do.
Well, you don't have
According
to
to
do it in
him,
one
there was a
go.
monster from the higher floors down there, so we clearly weren't in the right.
Why you have to complete the tower?
It's a lot to really talk about, to be completely honest. First floor, that's
You
insane.
probably shouldn't be talking at all right now. You need to rest.
I'm alive, I mean,
That it looks like just barely, to be honest.
but I mean, yeah, I think I owe you guys my life right now, because you didn't need to stop progressing throughout the tower. You threw away riches and treasure just to bring me back. You could have just hired another person altogether.
It was barely a fraction of what we gained.
What kind of people would we be if we didn't try to help you? Especially when we had the means.
I suppose it's just a matter of
And a few of these here seem to care about you. Don't take their friendship for granted.
You are how old now?
17.
I meet you. You were what? 10 years old or so.
Oh yeah.
Very small. Very strong. Huh? Fierce fighter. How I can leave you behind? No.
I've never been treated with such generosity. I think it's very jarring. Thank you. I owe all of you a life's debt.
Well, if things are like that, we may get the chance to. You may get the chance to return the favor.
If there's anything that I can do for any of you, do not be afraid to ask, because I will do whatever is within my power to do so. And I think I'll be a bit more cautious from now on.
Kind of wisdom to have some of that.
Guy's just gonna lay back down.
Astra's just gonna leave the room and go look for hot water.
So it's gonna lean closer to Kydra just as he's resting. Kydra,
Mm-hmm.
the tree claw.
Yeah.
We can pay.
Right. Maybe that's for the best. You know, I've been really thinking about it, you know, for this few minutes or so that I've been resurrected back from the dead, but maybe it's not too rash to say that I probably shouldn't be in Three Claw. I think maybe I'm better suited to be with you guys. I think anybody in the Three Claw, even people I've been closest with, I can't really think of anybody that would attempt to bring me back from the dead, let alone give away large amounts of treasure to do so. It's just not part of their mentality.
Bad family. Okay. You rest. We will watch out because they might come. When ready, we can go. We talk to Damien Scallion. We give him money. No more.
But I've seen that I'm not strong enough for the tower, clearly. But
Hey,
I
I'm not alone. You are very strong. You do not say that. Okay.
alright.
Okay. Pat him on the shoulder.
Thank you.
Sleep. I'll just leave.
Guy's just gonna try to rest in a long fashion.
What are the rest of you doing?
Hanging out.
I'm looking around for a nurse matron, head healthcare practitioner in this up and down this corridor at this time. Someone who might be overseeing Kydra.
Yeah, there's several attendants like throughout the building that are taking care of injured people, sick people, people that have just wandered in here and there. You saw one.
Okay.
It's a half elven man, dark hair.
While I'm looking, thank you. Sorry. While I'm looking around, do I see any guards or any security, anything like that?
Make a perception check.
Sure. 12.
Well, I mean, there's definitely armed people, mostly the caretakers, as they all seem to have some sort of healing capability. Those who are armed aren't as frequent as those who are just, medicine people in general. It seems like those healers are reserved for those who are on a dying state, who desperately need to be healed.
Okay. So I guess I'll approach the elven man. Sorry, you were just describing him.
Oh, can I help you?
My friend, Kaiduro, Wormfist. Kasana. I'll gesture to Kaido's room.
Yes, the young one. Can I help you?
Still tired. He can rest here.
He can for the night. We do ask that visitors don't hang about the place too long, though.
Okay. There are people who might want to hurt him in the nighttime. So, you please watch out for visitors to Kaido's room.
I assure you that no one would dare attack someone else in a guild hall here in Venaria.
Okay. I'll stalk away.
Good fortune to you.
Wave it away.
Well, I can go find us the nearest inn where we can rent rooms for the night if you want.
You were staying at the Nesting Griffin.
How close is that to here, though? Is
A few hour walk.
we could go back there, or I could look for somewhere closer.
If is the hour drawing very late at this time, DM, or is it kind of early evening?
It's midday.
Midday.
When you guys got back, it was midday.
Maybe we give Noxirium to the clan, or should we wait first?
Yes. And are we... So... And they're giving us money back in exchange, is that right? Or are we simply doing them...
Yeah. I don't know, but maybe, yeah, money. Gold.
Is that right? Well...
How much did we give them for the resurrection again?
£2, and we have 68 left.
I feel like we might have been slightly scammed.
A little, but...
Yeah, like a little 400 gold, a little.
I mean, if you want to try to split up a pound into ounces, I guess.
I mean, we could have just given them a pound and 100 gold. But what's done is done. We just have to be careful with who we give this to. It seems very valuable.
Well, yes. As far as the question of the value of a life, you know.
Oh yeah, obviously. I'm not saying his life is less than what they asked for, but there's no point in giving more than what they asked for. Especially since some of that would have been his to begin with.
Oh, right. Well, I don't mind if a pound comes out of my portion. I volunteer.
Nah, it'll only come to that if it's uneven. Otherwise, it doesn't really affect us very much.
Well, it was perfectly even before. We had 70 pounds and we have 7 people, so 10 pounds a person.
That makes sense.
But I'm willing for one of those pounds to be out of my share, and just take 9.
I'll probably also take 9. I have no use for taking party gold.
Having re-entered the room with some hot water for tea, hearing
Ooh.
this conversation, I would just like to mention this is my guild that I'm associated with, and I would be turning in my portion to them anyways. So I don't mind.
What was the cut again? I don't remember.
I do not remember.
Should be 10 pounds each.
50, 60, 70.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full.
Yeah.
10%. 10 pound.
And then
Use 8. I take 1 pound. 9 for me. 9 for. Yeah. So those of us who are associated with Feywind, I think we have this time to trade our Noxiarium now and report in and get paid. May we do so now, DM?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who
How
was
far-
Dire Cogs? It was Nazmir and who else?
But-
Cormac and Kydro, I think, joined us by. Kydro joined us, I think, as well.
Okay. So we have. Go ahead.
Like before Cormac and I do anything, I would go back to Kydro and see if he's awake to see if he wants us to turn in his portion for him or see if he's sleeping or what.
You will have to wake him, but it'll just be considered light activity, I guess.
Hey, he's sleeping still.
Yeah, well, I'd rather not bother him right now then. He definitely needs his rest.
Yeah, never mind. We go.
We don't have to do anything with his at the moment, I suppose. We can let him decide what to do when he's feeling better. But Cormac, do you want to go with me to Ternarzen? And how far is it for us to go if we did that?
Not too far.
Okay.
But it is pouring rain at this point.
Not particularly. Kind of want to wait out the storm, if you don't mind.
Right.
It's all the same to you.
You know, I agree. I'd rather not get that wet.
So could we, who were in the Feywind contingent, take care of it now? Just while we're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is an exchange counter, almost like a commissary almost, for the Feywind Guild members. And when you walk over, there is a kind of a shorter person. It's Aarakocra, eagle type face, long beak with these kind of like golden brown feathers, spectacles on the tip of their nose. Oh, can I help you?
Yeah, we have Noxiarium. We're going to tower. Now we are finished.
First ones to turn in from this cycle. Not many have returned. I'm hearing reports of mass casualty this lunar cycle.
Very dangerous.
It appears so. Now, how much are you presenting?
I'll reach into my bag and I bring out 25 pounds of Noxiarium, 10 for Astra, 10 for Aspen, and 5 for Zol.
25 pounds. He gets out a scale, puts some weights and balances on it, and just like takes out a small little eyeglass, is like looking at it. I see. It appears that this is less pure of an ore. I'd be able to offer you 10,000 gold for the lot.
Seems a bit low. I'm not part of this conversation.
Yeah.
That's
Still do.
that,
10,000.
400,
Uh,
which would be 400 per ore or per pound.
okay. Can we also can give you we beritahu you. We can tell you informasi. Tell you about the inside the tower, first level.
Such as the location of the portal for the first floor.
Yeah. Dalam hall.
I can, in exchange for that information, of course, it would be delayed for delivery, an additional 1,000 gold,
Okay.
as has not been announced yet. But of course, we'd have to verify its validity first.
Am I able to tell if he's giving us fair prices?
You make an insight check.
Okay. Did it roll? I got a 10. Sad.
As far as you know, he's being fair. He is a businessman after all.
Understandable.
Okay. Okay, so I'll leave the 25 pounds on the counter, push it towards him.
I'll take it.
Look at the gold. It's 11,000 gold. Pieces.
10,000 gold with 1,000 to be delivered later, and it's done in
Once they
platinum.
confirm it,
So he kind of grabs this. After a few moments, he comes back with a large chest and sets it down. Will
so
you
that
be
would be, sorry, 1,000 platinum?
1,000? Yeah, 1,000 platinum. Now, will you be returning to the tower, or are you finished for now?
Why? Maybe.
Well, your bags you would need to turn in to the guild again.
Right. The bags of holding.
Ken, we going back? Ken.
Or you may retain the bags for 20 platinum each.
Ew.
That's 200 gold a bag. Bags of holding are like uncommon items, so that's pretty fair.
Yeah. Does that mean he's selling those?
Yeah, you can retain them for a fee of 200 gold per bag.
Okay. Is okay if he's gonna just reserve 200 gold for his own bag of holding? Put it down.
Okay.
This is a good magic bag. Huh? I don't want it. It's nice. Mine.
Indeed, it is a mighty fine bag.
I wonder if I could hide one in and get a second one.
Is anybody else turning in their bags? Or are you paying?
Guild.
Well, some of us would have gotten ours from other guilds, right?
Right, but I'm waiting on the response from Aspen and Astra.
The relevant
Fuck
parties.
out. What if I just forget to pay? You know what I mean? I mean, things happen. Accidents happen.
Your name is registered?
I would just like to make note that I want to keep my bag. So.
Aspen, how about you? Are you paying like Astra is? He knows. He knows.
All right. Sure. A bag of holding is very useful. I'll pay for it.
Okay, so you can deduct 60 platinum from your funds.
60?
60 total.
I just had a great idea.
20 platinum per bag.
Can we multiply our storage by putting one inside the other?
3 bags.
You can always try.
Okay.
I do.
There.
No.
I don't know.
Okay, Zul's gonna just stare dumbfounded at this enormous treasure chest of. Is it gold? Is it all in gold pieces or is it all in platinum, DM?
All in platinum. Shiny silver metallic coins.
Okay, it's just
No
gonna be a bag of
electrum.
holding.
Fuck
Like the
electrum.
hall, you may be interested in exploring the Ivory Nook. It's in the northern district of the city. It is considered the best inn and restaurant in the whole country. You'd certainly have the pockets for it now.
Fuck food.
What do they serve?
It has the best cuisine you could think of.
Cuisine.
I would like one cuisine, please.
You may also...
One meal, please.
Perhaps not here, but elsewhere, you might be able to find some real estate, of course.
Not.
Real estate.
A home.
Land.
Astra.
We civilized societies like to take ownership of things that might not be theirs, but they do what they want.
Astra.
What was that? Thing?
We have enough. We have enough gold. We can take the airship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
While they're whispering like that, I want to walk up to Silkifly for a second.
I'm paying attention to what Astra was about to say.
I'm just walking up to you.
I'm just gonna mention about how we're gonna have to talk with the group. I mean, we're gonna see if anyone's going to come with us when we're leaving. If we're going through the tower again. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, we talk first. I'll look over.
Sorry.
What were you gonna say, Aspen?
No, I personally wouldn't like to return to the tower for a very long time, if not ever. But if we end up having to, you know, I don't want another one of these. And Aspen will kind of like lift up his shirt a little bit and show like the black, like necrotic patch on his stomach from one of the zombies hitting him there.
Yeah. This place, very dangerous. They take people who tukar badan, and they put collars on them.
It's horrible.
I'm
You don't
ready
have
to
to.
go.
No, I'll kind of lead the group away from being overheard. We're not really standing in front of the commissary at this point anymore.
I'm just kind of awkwardly standing to the side, waiting for you guys to finish.
I'll look over at Cena a lot.
So Kifley, do you know if you handed that man some of the ore that was specifically on the bear creature? Because he mentioned something about the ore we brought being lower quality or lower purity or whatever that means.
It all go into the bag.
I would have thought the bear ore would have been more valuable, considering the viscount said it wasn't from that floor.
Okay.
I guess there's no way to tell.
Maybe my one was not so good. Your one better.
Maybe we'll see. We have no way of knowing which is which.
Never mind. Already so much money.
More than I've ever had. Not more than I've seen, but more than I've had.
Where to next?
Other guilds, I guess. Gotta trade in our...
Yeah. Dark.
Before we go, I wanted to wake Kydro up. I don't know if that's possible. But
You can.
we could try.
Yeah. We go back in.
Kydro, wake up. Kydro. Are you alive? Okay.
Have you heavy sleeper.
Heavy sleeper. Okay. I'll leave him there. I was going to offer to take him back to the inn, but he seems mighty comfortable, so.
Yeah, and safer here, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
How
Okay.
how did it go? If you turned in your Noxerium, you should have got what, about 14,000 gold, something like that.
10. But I keep extra. And I'll pull out 3 pounds of Noxerium extra for maybe, I don't know.
It might not hurt to have. It does power a lot of things, though I doubt it's in an unrefined form when they do. Shall we visit Ebelos and Diacog?
There's no point in keeping the ore if we don't know what to do with it. We have no one who can do anything with it.
True enough. We have real value here available to us now versus some unknown future possibility. Though, probably doesn't hurt to keep a few.
Now that I think about it, Michael, is it possible to know how well known Noxerium is around the continent, or just outside of this area in general?
Make a history check.
Oh no, my mouse.
At this point, the rain does start to clear up and some sunlight begins to peek through the
Damn, bro.
clouds.
I'm rolling like ass. Got a 5. Don't even worry
really
about
know. You haven't traveled a whole lot.
That is true.
I would like to visit the Everlost Guild before the day end.
Okay, no, maybe?
I think that might be a good idea. Unless anybody is opposed to that.
Cormac's just gonna put his hat down his eyes and lean against the wall, just outside Kydro's room, and all the same to you. I'll keep watch. And that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna keep watch outside Kydro's room for a bit.
So you'll stay here?
Yeah.
Do you...
Yeah.
Do you want to... You want me to turn in your portion to Diacog, or do you want to just hold on to it so you can do that later?
Hold on to it. Maybe we'll work something out.
Seems reasonable. All right, I'll just turn in mine when we get to Diacog then. Okay.
He just tips his hat.
But we can go to Ebelos first. We should still have a good couple of hours of daylight at least, but don't mind if we stop there first.
Astro, did you want to try to wake Kydro one more time?
If Cormac is going to be staying, I feel much better about the situation. So no, I'll let him rest.
Okay. So, as you all head back outside, the city is starting to grow active once again, with all the people going about their business, the rain clearing up. And so, if you make your way over to the Aberlost Guild, which isn't too far away from the Feywind, the halls are all, this obsidian stone with the sconces with these like purple black flames lighting it, kind of casting these dancing shadows between the various areas. you go over to their commissary? Is that what you're wanting to do right now? Whoever wanted to go to Everlost, what are you trying to do there?
Sell my ore.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, so you go over to their like little exchange area, and wearing this like cloak with a black hood pulled up, kind of like obscuring their face. You only see like this scaled mouth.
Ooh.
Yes. Can I help you?
No, take me on tea. Damn. I thought I found a friend. I'm here to exchange my ore and take ownership of this bag, if you wouldn't mind.
So, of course. 1 moment. Thank you. I'm just gonna look.
Place my 10 pounds of ore.
This figure will begin to kind of sift through it, puts it up to their like snout and smells it, sets it back down, and just kind of rocking from just to it. I see. For the 10 pounds. Yes?
Yes.
Minus the bag. I could offer you 4,100 gold.
I'm doing the math in my head. It's a weird ass number. The fuck?
It is a number nonetheless. Do not insult my intelligence.
Oh, I'm not talking. I didn't say it out loud.
You said 4,100, Michael?
So he's
Yes.
giving me a better price than you guys got, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I don't make a fuss, and I take what he gives me.
Very well.
I got it for 430. You guys got it for 400. Yeah, right.
The gold is yours.
I appreciate it. Do you know of any shops that specialize in magic around here? Or any guilds? I haven't met most of them yet.
The Runic Knight Guild specializes in enchantments and magic.
I appreciate the help, and
I do.
I'll toss some 5 gold.
Here at
Since you know this
Everlost,
is
we
an
do
opportunity.
have some curiosities ourselves, if you might be interested.
Pray tell.
We're gonna reach off to their right. You hear like the sound of a glass jar skittering across a wood counter. As it stops, like the liquid inside jostles back and forth. You see just a floating eyeball with the attachment still like coming from its back, just like kind of bobbing up and down in this jar, this brown liquid. Yeah, interesting.
Eyeball. What does it do?
That is an excellent question. It's very mysterious.
I would imagine so. It seems to be this guild's forte.
Alright, next item. He's gonna reach over to his right again and pull this mask. It's a half broken mask. It is a draconic mask with like one side. The only side it's the left side of the mask that's available. It's black with like these green spiraling lines and runes carved into it. We dug this up in a nearby dig site. It seems to be incomplete.
I would like to extend my hand to like gesture to let me hold the mask for a second.
No touch.
No touch. Shit.
500 gold, and it's yours.
Are you sure I'm not allowed to touch
You're not
just
allowed
one
to
finger?
touch until you buy.
That's not fair. You don't want me to know what it is before I buy it.
It's very valuable. Very mysterious.
And I have to take your word on it. Can I try to see if he's trying to swindle me?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Why'd I lose it? Shit. Please. Yeah, 18.
18. Seems to be some sort of underhand sales here. But when you mentioned like deck from Dixie and it could be valuable,
Could you
seems to be telling the
repeat
truth. It seems to be unsure of the product itself, but like seems pretty sure that it can be valuable, and it was dug up recently on a dig site.
You know what? It's pretty obvious that you don't know what it is you're holding. So, how about this? I will find out what it is for you. If it's something important, it's information to sell. And if it's not, I'll take it off your hands for 100 gold more than what you asked for.
Find the information, and then you'll get the map.
So he wants you to find the information about touching the mask.
You do not touch the mask. It is mine.
Is it yours or is it the guild's?
It is the guilds. Everything is the guilds. Why would I say otherwise?
Can I at all try to persuade him to let me at least touch the mask for a second?
Go for persuasion.
Please. Shit! I rolled a 1.
A natural one?
Get out.
Yeah.
So you're just
Sad.
gonna slowly pull the mask back until it's off the counter and put it below out of your sight.
Alright, how much
If you
was it?
left 500 gold.
Alright, I'll take it.
Pleasure
It doesn't seem that interesting.
doing business with you.
Yes, a pleasure. With your fucking secret fucking whatever, I don't care. I turn around and walk away with the mask. And I had dropped. I was going to tip him 5 golds for the information before, and I quickly take that back, and then just like drop the money I owe him for the mask.
Okay.
So while we're here, I suppose I'll get my arms crossed, scowling, look over at Aspen. Anything more? Yeah.
Aspen is gonna go find the front counter. Is that is the same person there
Mm-hmm.
that we first met when we came in? The one that was eavesdropping on us?
Oh, no, not that person.
All right.
It is currently this cloaked figure that's starting the counter.
When did we last come here? Was it a day ago? A day, two?
The day before.
Okay. I did ask about a book, any information regarding Beldanea yesterday.
You did.
Yes.
What's your name?
Aspen.
Aspen. Let me check. Kind of goes, yes, I have this note for you. Puts on the table, just like very slowly slides it across.
Aspen picks it up and brings it to his face.
Essentially describes Beldanea, who is the the queen of rot and decay. It's a burnt page. Very little can be read from it. but it seems to be written by a professor by the name of what? Pull this up, yes.
I love Professor.
It's the professor.
Oh.
A professor, Ethlando Lastina.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I'll put it in chat. Ethlando Lastina.
All right.
Located within Indil Balig.
Can you put the location in the chat as well?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Essentially, it's the High Elven Kingdom.
Do you have any idea why it's burnt?
It came from the tome that was lost in a fire, mostly. That's what we were able to recover. And once you're done copying it, if you would return it. Thank you.
Okay, give me one moment to copy.
Do you read Abyssal?
I do not read Abyssal.
There's a number of like sprawled runes on it as well that appear to be Abyssal.
Aspen, since he doesn't know how to write Abyssal particularly, he will just take the page and put it under one of his pages and trace it.
Sure.
All right. Maybe I have to learn the language or find this professor. Maybe both.
Looks like he's gonna squint at the words, not understand them. This one look similar. I think maybe I see it before.
Where?
Long time ago. My grandfather, he had a book, something similar. He never teach me.
That's interesting. Aspen will place the page back on the counter after finishing tracing, after however long it takes. And look up. Thank you for your assistance.
My pleasure. Kind of holds out a very scaled hand.
I put the page in it.
Puts the page down, holds hand back out.
Oh, Aspen shakes their hand.
Kind of grimaces and slowly pulls their hand back. Have a nice day.
I believe it's going to be night soon. But you too.
So it is. Aspen non-tipper, AO. What are y'all doing now?
Okay.
I was heading over to that whatever, I already forgot the name.
Sekarang we go to the Diacot Guild Hall, I think.
Yes, let's
I guess we should go there first.
get mine out of the way, of course. And okay. And
Sure. So
Okay.
you're going to head to the Dire Call.
Yes.
Here. So the other cog's place of work is these giant gears turning and these foundries being made where you kind of like are walking out, and below there's just all this work, molten metal being carried in these massive red glowing stone things. And as you kind of walk over to the counter, a dwarf that has this long red beard, these bright green eyes, except for one you notice is not an eye but rather an emerald, turns and looks at you. Hello.
Good afternoon. Good evening. How are you?
I'm mighty fine. It's hot as hell in here, but I'm getting through it.
Good to hear. Well, I have some Noxerium to turn in that I was able to recover from the tower.
Well, I sure hope so, that you're not just here to exchange pleasantries. I am a busy man after all.
Of course, I can appreciate that.
Well, throw it on the counter then.
I've got £9 to deliver.
£9. That's not very much. Sure.
Perhaps not. We've got a few more that should come by a bit later. They're just seeing to some injuries.
Okay. Well,
And by the way, I can as well offer some information. The location of the portal for the first layer, the first floor.
Well, that would have to be verified, but
Of course.
let's see here. For the ore and the information, for the ore, I can offer you 4,500 gold. For the information, I can deliver 1,250 at a later time, once verified, of course.
Okay, and while I'm thinking of it, some of my group who have allied with some of the other guilds were able to pay to keep their bags of holding. Can I do so as well?
I suppose so. Well, let me just check on the price for that one moment.
Just real quick, how much ore did you give away?
9.
9 ore, okay.
So he's gonna go to the back. We kind of left there standing for a few moments. While you're waiting, you hear a voice behind you. You look familiar. You turn around and you see a amethyst dragonborn man, kind of older looking. His tendrils coming out from his face. You recognize to be the Prime Minister, the Seer Daejeon. Nazmir.
Oh, okay. I froze for a second. Sorry. I said, "Do I?" And I'll turn around and see if I recognize them.
Yeah, it's the Prime Minister, the Seer Daejeon.
Prime Minister.
Oh no. Are you all with Nazmir?
I believe so. Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
am not saying anything to this purple dude.
So Kifley's getting standoffish. Crosses his arms, juts his jaw out.
Did we talk to him directly? I don't remember.
You did not.
Really?
Aspen
He's-
spied on him.
That's right. He's the one we overheard.
Yes, you're the one who runs the clock tower in Ferna, is that right?
Indeed. Me and my family, the Quartz Eyes.
A long business partnership we've had. Well, it's good to see. Are you trading in some ore? Have you been exploring the tower?
I have. I've found myself in need of travel, and it seems that this has been a good way. Well, I don't know that I would call it a good way to make money. It seems it's rather dangerous, in fact. But we were able to collect some, and so I'm here to trade it in.
Interesting. Well, you have a good day, and best of luck to you in your endeavors.
You as well. While I have you here, sorry, I just have a question. I don't suppose. I know it's not exactly your thing for the Diacogs, but I don't suppose that Diacogs have any kind of library.
No, we're manufacturers of metal and machines here.
Fair enough.
But if you're interested in the library, you might be interested in going to the records of the Eberlost Guild, and I'm sure there's other fine collections across the continent you may look at. Of course, there's a bookstore. It depends on what you might be looking for.
Well, it is a somewhat obscure subject of study. So, well, that is useful at least. I was unaware the Everlost had a library.
It's kind of like sheepish looking at me, kind of like pokes his head out from behind the Prime Minister, who's kind of like been basically in his shadow the entire time. Prime Minister, I don't mean to interrupt, but yes. It's just like, well, good to. And actually, before I go, we're having a get together to my manor here in the city tomorrow night. If you and your folks over at Zolkifli kind of scowling him companions would be interested in attending. You would find it in the North District, within the Gilded Vine.
Well, thank you very much for your invitation. I will discuss.
Of course, your family.
With my
My guild has been in partnership for a long time. I'd be ashamed to not have you.
Sounds like a wonderful event.
Of course, formal dresses. Looks at the mess that your party is right now from the tower. Requested. But
don't worry too much about them. They may be a bit rough around the edges, but they're dependable. And
very well. Well, like my attendant here has said, I must get going, but hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
Look forward to it.
I'll walk away.
Oh. That sounds like a lovely opportunity. I don't know how the rest of you feel, but I think this is precisely the
get together.
Yes. Yes. The sort of event, likely have lots of food, music, but it's a bit fancy. They'll want you to dress well and behave, very properly.
Just well for what? Will it be cold?
They want you to dress in fancy clothing.
They want you to look pretty.
Yeah.
Ceremonial.
I want to be able to look at you without.
That's what I was thinking, Astra. Something ceremonial.
To be honest, I find it a bit of a chore sometimes, but it has its uses, and the food is usually quite good.
I every gathering we've been to, sorry to be pessimistic, has been a bit violent to my memory. So, I just hope this doesn't follow the same pattern.
It's certainly not the intention or design.
Let's say it'll be violent in a different way. There might not be anything physical, but there's definitely going to be a lot of mental battles going on.
Mental
It's the
violence?
type of gathering.
The type of
Gathering among the
at this
higher
point, I'll
class
kind of
tends to be like that.
I kind of gather everybody and kind of like talk a little quieter and like they tend to like to play games and pretend. It's a bit ostentatious, to be honest, but I've
People
found
of that sort are.
I found it can be a useful tool when you want something. In our case, we want information. And we want to discover if, well, we've been offered the task to get to know them a little better, and I certainly would like to discover if there's anything afoot. So, I will be frank with you, as he just did, they may look down on you a bit because of your background. They're rigid in their perceptions of the world and expect everyone to conform to their desires and fancies. So it can be a bit silly. However, there is also information that can be gained.
I just wish we knew sooner. It takes about a full year to fully decorate our ceremonial outfits, at least me. I like to add a bunch of charms throughout my year.
This is nowhere near as
Any
important as the
charms?
ceremony. You don't need to worry about presenting yourself in front of these people. Just do the bare minimum. You won't be seeing them again. And if you do, one thing to remember is these people love to feel superior to others, and they're constantly in a battle to do so. So if you want to be in good relations with them, don't try to undermine that unless you have a way of actually like pulling through with that. Otherwise, try not to mess with them.
And having said all of that, many of them are still my friends.
That's good to hear. Astra, maybe they have their own ceremonial outfits that you might want us to wear.
We could probably find something in a shop, I'm sure.
There's probably a tailor here, let's be
Are you
honest.
familiar with them, Nazmir?
Indeed, as he said, I've been to a few of my own parties with them. I know the type of dress to expect.
So you'll help.
Of course.
That's good to hear.
We appreciate that.
And if I can offer one trick that I've learned, it's that as much as it's important to look nice at these kinds of things, the most important thing is that it's something that you feel comfortable in, because otherwise you'll feel awkward the whole time.
Comfort.
It's okay to be different, just not too different. You don't want to stand out too much.
You know a few tricks you can cheat so that you don't have to wear the tall shoes and the painful corsets. Anyway, we can talk about it.
I almost forgot how to spell Amber.
Maybe time to makan, eat. Lunchtime. So I suppose we'll leave the Diacog building unless there's anything else happening here.
I think so. I am ready for rest.
Me too. Though I don't know if I particularly want to go to that, as quite as fancy a place as they told us about earlier. The Ivory Nook sounds expensive.
I don't see a sense in wasting money on food like that. And it sounds like something we would go to celebrate, at least making it past the first floor.
Right. We can celebrate without spending that much money, too.
Yeah.
The place we were at was fine. I fit under those beds a-okay.
Under.
Yes. You can cocoon it. It sometimes helps me. The utter darkness, you know. And
You like being cozy. It's
and this doesn't
understandable.
always happen. I've found. Sometimes they're too down low for me to get under. And then it's
Right. But they usually intend you to sleep on top of it.
I do
Yeah.
understand this premise, but
Okay.
I feel more grounded and
A good trick is always keep a couple pegs
Sorry,
of wood that you
didn't
can
mean to
put
presume.
underneath the legs.
okay.
Yeah, that would work.
Mhm.
We could raise, yes.
You can always raise the bed, but you can't lower it.
Well, we could go back to where we stayed the previous night, though that is a bit far. Do we want to try to find somewhere closer?
I mean, we've made some
to
money.
Kydra.
We have some money to burn. I was planning on trying to see if I can get some items. If any of you want to come along.
What is the hour? The market's still open?
It's getting into the early evening.
So just to that, I'll just draw Aspen and Astra a little bit closer, and you'll go back. You have just hold up. It's not for your bag of holding.
Yes.
Okay, I'll reach into my own bag of holding, and I'll draw out 350 platinum pieces, and I'll put it in
Sam.
Astra's bag. And then I'll
Really-
pull into my bag, and I'll pull out another 350 platinum pieces, and I'll put it in Astra's bag.
Jesus Christ.
It's a
And
mistake.
then I'll keep the remaining 300 platinum pieces for myself.
It's a mistake.
Oh, you had all the money. I was like, where the hell are you getting all this from?
Yeah, for us.
Thank you.
Sharing.
Mm.
Okay, so now you have money. Don't spend in one place.
Okay.
Hey, careful, okay? Because other people see, they maybe want to take. Okay?
And you guys really got ripped off.
Yeah, keep secret. Huh?
You guys really got ripped off.
I don't believe it's about that.
Yeah, look at this. So much money.
I mean,
I believe
yes,
about
but
the resources available to each of the guilds. People don't seem to honor the Feywind as much as they should, even though they're the healers.
I mean, if they're not being, then whoever these people are stupid. Either that or they just don't get hurt, which I find
Unlikely.
not really a possibility.
Maybe
Yeah.
they just don't come back. That seems to be happening more.
Maybe, or they expect to be able to buy it for cheaper for their services, which might also be a thing.
Fresh baked bread for sale. Fresh baked bread.
sounds wonderful.
Pastries. A portly man walking down the street with, like, you know, red hair, green eyes, has a wooden tray he's carrying, kind of like resting on his stomach with a leather strap attached to both sides, coming up back around the back of his neck, as he's kind of like walking down the main part. Sandwiches, fresh baked bread, pastries.
Okay, I'll go up. Okay, how much? Hey, you have curry.
Hey, only bread and bread goods, sir.
Yeah, okay, bread. You have curry and bread or what? Curry saja? Or just bread?
I'm having trouble understanding you. I'm going to be quite frank.
Okay, this one, how much? And I'll just point to, what do I see?
Yeah, so, I mean, there are a few different sandwiches on the tray. There's a couple baguettes, some of this, like, loaf with these buns with these crosses, hot cross buns, as one would say. But, and just other baked goods. The sandwiches seem to have, like, sliced chicken breasts on them. Refreshing. Pretty good.
Okay. I'll buy, so I'll pick up some buns. I'll pick up, let me see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get 5 of those chicken sandwiches.
Yep, that would be 1 silver.
1 silver. And then I'll also get a few more assorted different buns, not really knowing what to get, but just get a bunch.
Yeah.
It's like an assortment, baker's dozen, if you will.
Some
things without meat.
Everything on this man's tray.
Sure, just okay. How much?
3 silver.
Oh, 3 silver. Okay, I'll give him a gold.
I can't make change for this, sir.
Never mind. We'll just wave it away and just walk away.
Very confused, but he'll take it.
Okay. So I'll offer that the sandwiches. I'll show the restaurant. This one chicken meat. Okay.
Is there with bread?
I'll pull out some of the meatless bread, like some of the meatless buns.
Some
and
of the
stuff.
Italian loaf. Oh yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna ask Aspen for some of his like edible mushrooms to put on the bread.
I'm afraid I gave my last bit of edible mushrooms to that nice farmer.
Do you have more mushrooms?
I only have the glowing ones.
You don't store your mushrooms?
What?
I think I have a mushroom actually. Wait, hold on. I mean, Russell ran in my bag. I do. I have a couple edible mushrooms. Yeah, I'm gonna put those on there. I also have a spicy flower. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a delectable piece of bread. I
do need to scavenge again.
Listen out.
Well, I think I need to return briefly to the Eberlost Guild. I don't think I need any shopping. But should we agree on a place to meet up at the end of the night for
Faywin? Oh.
the
Tavern, maybe. Griffin Nest. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. So Kifley's going to look for a place to re-buy some rope.
No, that's gonna be easy enough to find a general store.
Yeah.
How much rope are you looking to buy?
Can I get 2 silk ropes, please?
Yep, I'm assuming you already pulled up the price of it.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and deduct that.
10 gold each. Okay. 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 Thank you.
You're welcome.
And also looking for pythons.
Same thing, same store.
Sure thing. Okay.
You have that wand, by the way. We should figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wand. Kind of sucks not having a wizard
to identify
stuff for you.
Yeah, Nazmir, you have magic. Maybe you can look.
Well, I don't know if I can discern much from it. I don't think I can do that. anything like that with magic to.
Would this
Now hold up to
detect
Aspen and Aspen.
magic
Sorry.
do something? I'm so sorry. I have detect magic. I don't know if that's gonna help us with the.
That just tells us if something is magical.
Got you.
Mhm, mhm.
Scratch it.
Yeah, so I'll present it over to Aspen and Astra as well. I find this one inside a water. Don't know also what it does. Do you think you could describe it again, Michael?
Yeah, so it has. So you know those sliding closet doors most of you have at home? It's like wooden, like fake wood, and it has like the knob handles. That's like the base of this wand with two wooden sticks that spiral around each other in a double helix, like DNA, until they grow closer until they get to the tip. And that is really how this wand looks.
And
It is-
I remember you saying something about a bell, I think?
It has a belt tied off to the end of it, kind of like hanging down. At the base of the one, at the tip.
Okay, alright.
Well, I do believe that if you don't have a way to magically infer what an item does, you might be able to figure out by using it. Though, not knowing what it does, that poses some risk, of course.
Fireballs the nearest shopping cart. Kills me.
But perhaps perhaps someone from your guild, the Feywind, perhaps they have someone who could tell us what it does.
There is a guild that specializes in enchanted item.
Everloss?
No, it was-
Runic Knight.
That one.
To where I was going.
Runic Knight. Okay, we can go to Runic Knight. Go.
Well, if that's the direction you're going to go, I need to see if I can get into that library at the Ebelos Guild. And I'll meet back up with you a few hours, perhaps,
Okay.
back at the tavern.
Misa going shopping.
All right. Take care.
Yeah. Take care.
So let's start with the people going to Runic Knight. Who is going to the Runic Knight Guild?
I will go with Zulkifli.
Everybody except for Nazmir and Kydro. Okay. So walking into Runic Knight, this is the first time any of you have been in the Runic Knight Guild. It is a building mostly made of white stone. And you kind of walk in and they have these two turquoise braziers burning in the front with these glowing runes around them that seems to make the flames both this color and burn magically. Walking in, the first thing you walk into is this store. It's kind of like when you go off a ride at Disney, you just end up in a gift shop. So there are these shelves lined with different items with different tags. There's a attendant at the counter. They are a very tall, for an elf, woman with this very this long hair that's braided down that goes down their front of their shoulder to their chest. Their hair is a very powder purple, light purple, almost silver. And she kind of looks up and you see that she has these purple irises as well, with this very silver fair skin. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Hello. You Runic Knight. You have magic item.
We do rather. I'm attending the shop for the day. Can I help you?
We have this wand.
A wand, you say? And where did you find a wand?
Inside tower.
I see. Were you wanting to sell it, or?
We want to find out what is it.
Fair enough. Well, the cost for identifying an item is 100.
I'm gonna tap Soulcapably on the shoulder and get near him and tell him, don't waste your money on that. I can do that for you.
Huh?
What?
Don't waste your money on it. I can do it for you.
You can? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'll step back.
That's the reason why they came to the shop. We could have told them earlier, but hey.
We kind of had a conversation about
wasn't part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh,
I joined it when they said they were going. I never
Okay.
wasn't there for one. Yeah. So
that's funny.
if you want, I can do it now, real quick, or we can do it when we go back.
Yeah. No,
Otherwise,
okay. I'll give it to you.
all right. I'm going to spend a spell slot. Because I don't want to wait here for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Cast Identify.
Very well. This item is known as a Wand of Secrets.
Ooh, I like those.
The description is as follows. The wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. And if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you. The wand regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Wow.
Does this one require attunement? Anything?
I do not believe it does.
Okay.
It does not.
Alright, I twirl around my fingers and hand it back to him with the, like, me grabbing the pointy end of it. So he grabs it like a wand. So I'm holding it like this
Yes.
towards you.
Yeah.
Very descriptive.
Okay.
And I say, if we're ever in a situation where we don't know where to go or are looking for traps or secret doors, you can try to focus on that. And it'll let you do it a few times per day. It'll reveal a few things that you might not see at first glance.
Wow. Okay. Like I say, thank you.
Yeah, and it'll, after a few uses, you'll have to wait till the next day to use it again. So you don't have to worry about running out. At least indefinitely it'll work, but per day you have a limit.
I'll twirl it, and I'll expend 1 charge right now in this shop.
The wand does shake and points in the direction towards the counter.
Okay. Maybe trap.
You notice that the elven woman behind the kind of reaches down, like her right arm goes slightly lower as she like kind of kneels down to like. She doesn't move past that, but she's like just seems to be holding something from behind the counter.
Okay, and then I'll put the wand down before it looks like I'm about to attack her.
So
And I'll put it
ease
in.
up.
Maybe useful.
Right. After that has diffused, I would like to walk up to the counter, and I'd like to browse the wares.
Very well. She pulls out a catalog book, slides it in front of you, and you look at her face as she begins to mouth the words. This is where we're gonna take a mid-session break.
Yeah, she says it.
She says it. She says it to you.
Weird thing to say. Canon now.
How do you know that?
My brain explodes from the fourth wall break.
So everyone, we will be back in roughly 20 minutes from here to get ourselves a refill on our drinks, refresh ourselves, etc. Go to the potty if we need to. So stick around. We will be back very soon. BRB. And welcome back, everyone. So where we last off, I believe we're supposed to be doing some shopping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me go grab my book, because I forgot I was supposed to grab that. Come on.
I was browsing wares, and then the woman broke the fourth wall on me, and I had a heart attack.
Just one moment.
Whoa! That was loud.
Speaking of a shopping episode, does that mean that we're gonna go shopping for our formal clothes now? Are we
I
doing that
hope
tomorrow?
so.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I just don't know. Okay, another question. Should I go as I am, or should I be an elf?
I thought you were talking about your clothes, but now I see different.
Oh, well that too,
If,
but
Is there a
if
part?
we are going to, if we are going to buy the clothes, I'd probably suggest going as we are.
Yeah. Also, I
already
think the
came out of
person
the
who
tower
invited
that way.
us already saw us. Sorry about that.
No, yeah, it's alright. We already came out of the tower this way.
We've already been
dresses in my
seen.
size, right?
There a particular item that you were looking for?
Was I looking for? Oh, sorry, I got confused. Shit. First of all, if you have anything that looks like this mask, and if not, something protective.
Something protective. I believe I might have a cloak. I'll give
Ooh.
you some protection.
I like those.
Yes, the cloak of protection. It is priced at 400 gold.
That's fair.
It's a blue cloak with gold trim. Very shimmery.
Pretty good for my fit. Blue and gold go. I mean, blue and orange go pretty well too. I'll take the cloak then.
Alright, you can deduct 400 gold.
I almost deducted 4,000 gold by accident. That would have been not good. So you don't have anything that looks like this mask, do you?
I'm afraid I do not.
Alright. I mean, the whole party came except for, forget.
Kyder and Cormac are still at the hospital.
Makes sense. So, while I think about what I want, because I didn't think about it on the way here for some reason, do you guys want to get anything?
I'm just browsing around the room at this point, DM. Do I see anything that might look like some suitable replacement for the studded leather vest I'm wearing?
So there is a area where it has like armor. Is there a particular
Studded leather.
leather? So yeah, that'd be, there is a +1 marked at 1,200 gold.
Oh, okay.
You say a +1 weapon was 1,200?
+1
+1
studded leather.
studded leather.
Studded leather.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'd also like to press the counter, if I may.
You may.
Okay.
How can I help you?
I unsheath my Chris. Hold it up. This is Chris. From my home. This one is very important to me. Can you make it more magic, more powerful?
Our guild would be able to enchant that weapon. Are you Is there anything you in particular you would like it to do, or
shop and more accuracy.
we could do an enchantment on it. It really just depends on how sharp you want it to be, but it does take time. I could have if you wanted for the base level, it would be 800 gold, and that would take a month.
Not as good.
We could speed that up for an additional 300 gold to be 2 weeks. I'm sorry, It wouldn't be 800 gold for the plus one. It would be 400 gold for additional 200 gold for the rush order for 1 week, for 2 weeks. Sorry.
Uncommon items are around like 500, right?
Yeah, so that's why I corrected to 400.
Yeah. So this is around my range. Probably.
Of course, though, if you wanted to be sharper than that, it would be 1200, and then even sharper would be 3000.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. I think maybe I'm gonna keep it. Just take it back for a moment. And I'll point to the +1 studded leather. This one, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You may deduct the gold from your wallet.
1200.
Mm-hmm.
I give 120 platinum pieces.
Very well.
Can I wear armor? Oh, I can wear light armor, but I don't need it. I can't use that because sorcerer. God, I wish I would have multi-class to sorcerer so I could have gotten some shards and some cool-ass ability.
Okay. Anything else of interest around here, DM? While we're kind of looking around.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for? He bought the cloak of protection. He bought the +1 set of armor. They have various enchanted weapons and armor.
Bracers. If they have anything like that.
Bracers.
Mm.
They do. Sorry. This one would be 1,000 gold for some bracers of defense.
1,000 gold?
Yeah.
So Kifla's gonna reach into his bag, pull out 100 platinum pieces.
Very well.
Okay. Okay, kamikaze. I'll start putting them on, and I'm just gonna spend some time just adjusting my outfit. So Kifla's just gonna start taking off his vest. He's just bare chested in the middle of the shop. He starts to kind of very disruptive.
That does require attunement, by the way. Those bracers do.
Sure, yeah. He's just gonna slip them on and just spend some time just sort of tightening them up to make feel it.
Is there anything else that might be interesting to you?
There's something I personally want, but I'm not sure how I would go about having Sinella ask for it.
Well, you don't ask.
I would have ration. Huh?
I do have you do look around. There is a this kind of gold face with a golden nose kind of protruding from it. It's labeled as dust of sneezing and choking. There is a long sword, that has this rose gold hilt with like this bronze pommel, a large ruby in its within it. That one is listed as a flame enchanted sword at 2,500 gold for it. What else is there?
Are there any longbows around?
Any what?
Any longbows?
Longbow.
Mm-hmm.
There are +1 and +2 bows at 500 and 1,000 gold respectfully.
Okay.
And really, that's all that they have at this moment in time. Oh, a decanter of endless water. That's marked at 500 gold.
That might be good for the party. So everything you've mentioned so far is everything they have, right?
Basically, but they can do special orders.
Okay. I think I've come up with how I want to say this. So, you can make enchanted items to people's specifications, right?
We could.
Would you be able to make anything that could reduce the burden of damage on an individual, maybe by sharing it between others or redirecting it somewhere else?
It may be possible. I'm not aware of any enchantments that are pre-existing, rather, that would allow us to do something like that. However, if with the proper money, we would be able to research it and hopefully produce an item. Of course, it's a gamble if it's actually successful or not, but that would require very expensive materials that would get used up in the process.
Yeah. Would I be able to see if I know of the spell that does the thing that I'm thinking about? See if I can help them out a little bit.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, it's only a +2. Oh no. Oh, I got an 18.
I mean, there is a spell. It's called Warding Bond.
Yep.
But you don't know exactly. You know of a spell that allows that to happen, that holy people could cast, but you yourself do not know how to cast it.
Yeah, obviously. I don't think that's even in my spell list.
But it's not a spell that's ever been used within an item.
I mean, there's a first time for everything. So I would like to inform them of my knowledge of the spell existing, which is where I got the idea. So, if it'll help at all, there are examples of magics that can accomplish said goal. With that in mind, what would you estimate the price for such an item to be?
I mean, we can try to make it for 1,200 gold.
Uh-huh. About how long would you say that would take?
2 to 4 weeks.
I can live with that. Do you want half up front or full price?
Full price, so we can make it.
Alright, real quick, I'm gonna take out a sheet of paper and write a contract, because I have been taught to be shrewd and I don't want to be robbed of my money. So I will write up a simple contract basically detailing what we discussed, and I will hand it over with the 1,200 gold. I added that on accident. Oops. Let me get rid of that. There we go. I have paid. And
Hopefully,
specifically, if it works, I'm looking for the Rings of Shared Suffering. If they manage to actually do what I want. Which is technically an uncommon item, but I understand the high price because it's experimental.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. So I've placed an order. I still have 2,000 gold, but I think that should be enough.
Anything else?
Anyone else want anything? Anything else will have to be ordered, so.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take out 30 platinum and 200 gold, and the +1 longbow. I'll pick that up.
Damn, the Ring of Protection is a rare item? I didn't know that.
No,
Thank you.
metagaming.
Interesting. Dum-dum-dum-dum.
Alright. Well, I think it would be a good time to go wake up Kydro.
Yeah. So now we're
Maybe.
heading back. He's staying the night, right?
We
No,
won't
we'll go pick up. We'll go pick up Pedro.
Okay.
Okay.
Kydro, you're suddenly surrounded by your friends who wake you up.
Hello.
Do I still get to go to the library?
Yeah,
That's
Okay.
happening now, right?
that's happening right now. Right now.
Okay.
So, you go to the Everlost Guild. What would you like to do?
Right. Excuse me. I hope I am not intruding. I'm actually a part of the Diacog Guild, but I was told I might be able to study in your libraries.
The libraries are for our guild members to use. You may pay a fee if you wish to browse our section, but only where you are permitted to.
Okay. Of course. What's the fee?
If it's a high price, are you willing to pay?
Can I insight that?
Yeah, sure. Inside.
What is that?
Same black cloak figure from behind the counter.
Oh,
The yuan tea, I'm assuming.
I got a
I'm
7.
racist.
7. Kind of unnerving.
Good. Well then, Nazmir would feel a little unnerved for a minute until he kind of, okay, remembers why he's doing this. No, it's fine. I will pay the price.
3 gold.
Oh, yes, of course. And I'll give 3 gold.
Yeah, that's a fortune.
Are you sure I couldn't perhaps look in a few more places if I gave you a bit more? And we'll hold out 20 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay. 5.
5. Unfortunately, you are unlimited to the section that we allow visitors to peruse.
I understand. Still, keep the extra as a donation, I suppose. I appreciate your allowing me to be here. Now,
Very well.
do I need to tell you what I'm looking for, or am I able to search within the allowed areas myself?
You may search yourself. Be quick, we close soon.
Very well. Okay. And let's see. Can this I think I'd like for this still to be a secret for now from the rest of the
You
party.
heard it,
if
everybody.
that's okay.
Deafen those ears.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. So there are a couple of things that I want
Hold
to
on.
try to find.
Still waiting on Kydro to deafen his ears.
Jaden, deafen.
And you said a lot. All right, you're good.
Oh, okay. I want to, and I'm trying to think of what I know. I think I know that my tower is located in some kind of special location.
Mhm.
So I want to see if I can find something about that, like information maybe about magical locations that might draw some type of energy or something.
Go ahead and roll for investigation.
Do you want me to roll a couple of checks? Because there's a few things specifically I have in mind that I want to try to find.
So for
And that's
this,
one of
roll
them.
investigation.
Okay. 6. Man,
A 6.
not rolling well.
You find a number of books relating to architecture of the what's the word for it? The mercantile nation of Mysteria, but nothing regarding your clock tower or like key locations for a building.
Okay. Let's see. I guess one of the other ones would be kind of vague, just things about time and portals.
Okay, good. Roll another one.
Investigate. 12.
12. So, looking around, there is a glass case with a page in it. That's kind of like, laying on this like velvet cushion. And it's faded, it's old, it's torn and missing pieces. What languages do you speak?
Just common and dwarvish.
Dwarvish. So you wouldn't be able to understand this, but there is one word on it that you do make out because of your thing, but it is the word time and order.
Okay. Could I take out a piece of paper and try to copy some of the runes? Right.
Yeah,
Right,
for this
things
I'll have
down
you
in
do
my paper.
an intelligence check.
Okay. A 10.
10. It's kind of a rush job, but you do as well as you can.
Okay. And then there's just one more thing. I want to see if I can find any references or information about this strange martial arts I've been studying, the Echo Knights.
Another investigation.
Particularly like history kind of things. Okay. Didn't work. 1 second. Hey, there's one good roll. 17.
17. So looking around, there is another one that you find that is the history of the martial arts. And there seems to be some sort of, hence as you're quickly perusing this book, where those with mastery of time were once known to be in what's called the Kingdom of Amen Duresk. AMEN apostrophe DARESK ESQ, sorry. Amindoresk.
Okay. And that's the name of the location where they used to.
Yeah, and their descendants are now in the kingdom of Sielnor.
Okay. Cielnor?
Cielnor.
Okay. All right, I think
And
that's
it's time
everything.
for us to close. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found some things. Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for the tip. If you wanted to tip a little bit more, I would be happy to let you stay a little bit longer.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 5 more golds because I like you, but I do need to go.
Very well.
Have a good night.
You as well. You as well. Meanwhile, at the guild hall of Feywind.
Okay.
I'm willing to carry you if you need, Kydra. I understand that you just went through an ordeal.
I can walk. Just not very well.
You've tried?
No. That's just I'm just referring to just how confident I am in my ability to walk correctly.
He should be fine. As the mistress walks into the room. As long as you take it easy, you will still find yourself rather stiff and drained. And it might be difficult for you to do a number of things.
I'll be taking it easy for the next few days at least.
Indeed.
Question? Did that count as a
That was a long rest for you.
Okay,
So you have -3 now to your rolls.
Awesome. And that applies to actually I can just look at that doing
You can.
like all ability checks and saves.
Ability checks and saves, I believe.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
death saves as well.
Alright, yeah, ready to go.
So, you know.
Okay.
Who
Okay.
died?
You can walk, and if you cannot walk, you crawl, so do. Or we pick you up. Okay, come. We meet Nazmir at the Griffin's nest.
Wait.
A few moments later, at the nesting griffin.
Nesting Griffin, okay. We come through the door. We're just sort of helping Kydra. How did he fare during the walk? It was a few hours.
You did really great. Let's do this one. The tavern is extremely busy. There are a number of people drinking. The barmaids seem to be having a hard time keeping a few rowdy gnomes and dwarves from hanging off the chandeliers. As Nazmir is sitting there, looking rather uncomfortable in such a rowdy scene by himself.
I go real quick.
Yeah, we come through the door. Boom.
I keep casting prestidigitation on the table to clean it. It's loud and messy. Yeah. How did it go?
Yeah, good. I'll step aside and I'll reveal Kydra.
Hello.
Ah, good to see you again. You look better. Sure.
Cormac peeks
It's
out from
still
behind.
quite an ordeal, though.
I'm here too.
Looks like you did well in your charge.
So we all sit down.
Well, anybody else hungry? I ordered a round of drinks already.
Oh, good.
Astra is just gonna open up her journal to a fresh new page and immediately have it jot down super quick, real quick, unreadable handwriting. Got some studying to do.
Water only. Thank you.
Really frazzled with like hair going all over the place. Human woman runs over and like just sets about it. Here you go. I'm so sorry. It's just really busy right now. Like kind of sloshes a little bit onto Kydra's lap. Is there anything else you guys do? Want any food? We have a lot of stuff going on. Might take a little bit of time. And I really apologize for it. But we have fresh whole chickens that you can have. We have some bread. We have meat. Whatever you'd like to have, we can do. Get down right now! I told you. Is there anything I can get you?
Water.
Yeah, yes, that's what's in front of you. Anything else?
I would like a... What is your cook serving tonight?
We have the chickens, like I said. We also have sausages and potatoes as a meal that might suit a dwarf like you fairly well. We do have sweets as well. We have what's called a black pudding. Cute name, right?
Curry?
Sure. If you would like to have that, I'm sure I can see if our chef can make some.
Huh? Ken, curry. Okay.
What kind of wine would you recommend with the chicken?
The red kind. Sorry, I mean the white
Sounds
kind.
good. I would like a glass of that, please.
As you all go about your orders and stuff, I'll say that it's going to cost the table 2 silver a person.
Okay.
14 silver.
Yeah.
Take it off from party funds. Done.
So you all get your meals. Your curry ends up just being a bowl of stew with some beef and vegetables in it, with a lot of like chili powder added.
Hey. Yeah, but that's at least it is spicy. I'm just gonna eat it glumly, just shoulders slumped over. Nothing like at home.
What would they have brought for the vegetarian options?
Yeah, a very nice ranch salad.
What? I want a potato. Potatoes or vegetarian?
Okay, I will get you some potatoes. Is that okay? Just give me one moment.
Yes. Much appreciated. They're a hearty food.
We'll soon come back with some mashed potatoes.
Let's go.
Okay. Kaidro, come.
Yeah.
I'll teach you new words. Okay? You say after me. Hidup.
Hidu.
Hidup. Lagi.
Hidu lagi.
Hidup. Lagi.
Hidup lagi.
Yeah, hidup lagi. Hidup lagi.
Hidup lagi. What does that mean?
Again. Hidup lagi. Live again. You live again.
Nice.
Okay.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. I'll raise a cup. Cheers. Okay. Now I have for you, and I'll reach into my bag, and I'll bring out the braces of defense. A present.
Oh.
And I'll give it over to you. Braces of defense. Now maybe you stay alive, huh?
What are these?
You put on. I'ma keep you safe.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna put these things on real quick.
Add braces of defense to your inventory.
Nice.
At
Splendid.
least magical.
They're beautifully crafted. Do you mind if I take a look?
Sure.
There's evidence here of some very dedicated craftsmanship.
At this point, you guys see Sinalot walking through the door, holding a decanter in his hands, and just like looks around and walks over to the table.
Yeah, I'll wave him over. See me a lot.
Welcome.
I walk
We've
over
already
with my crow on my shoulder.
the meal of the night is chicken. It's pretty
Oh.
good.
I'll try it, I guess. I'll call the. Actually, no wait. I wouldn't know they're busy. I'll call the fucking bartender or the server over.
Yes. I'll be right over. Just kind of like
Just
grabbing a
give
gnome
me one of the
by,
same.
just grabbing a gnome by his ankles, like trying to yank him down from the chandelier repeatedly. And soon enough, he falls and like the table topples over because he catches the end of it. Not your table, the table nearby. It is so busy. Yes. Okay. I'll
Just give me one of the same.
Okay,
It's alright.
okay, and here's your potatoes, ma'am.
Thank you. Again.
Did you already get those? I'm so sorry. Just,
Oh,
just keep them, I guess.
Thanks. Will do.
Do you mind if I try a potato?
Of course. You know that the root vegetables, they are needed in the diet.
They are.
Potatoes. I have potato blood in my veins.
So now your meal comes. 2 moments later.
I do my usual, and it disappears in a cloud of black smoke. And I look like I'm enjoying the taste of it, even though it doesn't look like I would be.
Well, friends, your recent, if I may, pardon me, your recent trip to the merchants and my own journey for knowledge have made me think that perhaps we need a broader map. We're only aware of this immediate area, and it seems to me that our travels may potentially take us further out. We ought to plan to search for a map of a larger area.
Oh.
In-game way to make Michael not only show us one corner of the map.
Yeah, we can find university.
Indeed. But that brings up also an important discussion about what we should do next. Is there more to do here, or?
Yeah, I'll look over at Kydro. Some business.
Oh yeah, there is something we do need to do, isn't there? Gotta go over to the backwater top and pay off Damien.
Yeah.
You owe a debt.
Yeah.
Always good to pay those off.
Is that the place with the pit where people fight?
No, you're thinking of the lily pad.
Okay.
The lily
Talking
down.
about
Go there
Lead.
and kill people.
my bad.
Deplorable place.
Whoa, Salco's rolling a d20.
I
What?
wouldn't mind sparring right now. I mean, I don't have any energy, but
Maybe tomorrow. Just have to go clothes shopping.
Sparring. Fight.
Yeah. So,
Well, as soon as Zukifli says that, somebody falls from the second balcony and crashes on a table next to you.
oh my goodness.
Espen's gonna stand up and go check on them.
As you walk over, he stands up and puts both fists in the air and cheers, and the whole tavern cheers with him.
Aspen mirrors that.
Yeah. I look up at where he fell from. Is there a smash balcony that people threw him down? Or?
There is.
Come to think of it, we were invited to the dinner party tomorrow night. Though that's an
More of a reason
entire...
to go clothes shopping. Sorry.
You said tomorrow they need fancy clothes.
Yes.
Okay, where can we buy?
There should be a few tailors in town we could go to. We'd probably want to look in some of the richer areas.
I'll inflate my chest a little bit and I'll gesture kind of proudly to my shiny new studded leather vest. Fancy, huh?
It's a very, very handsome armor. Though the clothing style they'll wear in this type of event will be much less functional and more
Useless.
simply... Well, when you put it that way, I suppose so. It's meant simply to look good, less than... But we may have to play their games a bit to fit in, at least for a little while.
He could always be something of a bodyguard. Oh god, that camera freeze.
Okay.
There you go.
It's certainly possible. There's nothing wrong with a smart military uniform either.
That is true.
Have one of those.
Oh.
Mhm. I'm going to call it. I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest. Aspen, when you're finished, will you visit me? I need your help putting these beads in my hair.
Just
Okay.
before you retire, then I realize I'm pushing this opportunity tomorrow. Is everyone okay with this?
Why
I'm
not?
fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
So long as I'm more rested than I am today.
Indeed, it's been a very long day.
They go, I go.
Excellent.
Good.
Well, good night, Astra.
Good night. Selamat malam. Good night.
It's funny.
I'll look back at the rest of the group. I have one question.
What is that?
You already talking about what next? What happened next? What tomorrow? Why? You saw what I am. Why you were not running away?
Because I met you and have started to know who you are before I saw that. I think I know a measure of who you really are, which is more than that. At least that's my impression. I've seen how you protect your friends. I've seen how duty is important to you. If I had never met you and saw you as you were then, I would I probably would be afraid. And I still have, I do have questions. I wonder if you have control, if there's any danger to those around you. Yes?
Yeah, I have control, but not always. Sometimes I lose control. So, very dangerous. I'll point to seen a lot, much like this one.
Indeed. Sometimes great power comes with risk.
Yeah.
But as I said, I've seen a good man in you. A good, honorable warrior.
Thank you. You kind, but you don't know me. But thank you.
Perhaps not. We all have things in our past. But I'm going off of what I know so far.
You also very good. I still, yeah. You staying also with us and also always helping also with your power. Your kedua-dua, two of you.
Yes. I'll admit, staying with you is... I would not have foreseen it in my plans for travel, but you remind me... Some of you remind me a bit of some of my children. I've seen some similarities in personality.
You have how many?
I have 10. But, well,
Wow, 10 children or so.
there are 9 that still living.
One passed away.
Yes, he found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time with brigands. Tried to help other people, but it cost him his life.
Great power have risks.
Yes.
Slap him on the shoulder and not know what to say. How long?
It's been about 10 or 12 years now. The pain is not quite as raw as it was before. Though it's... Yes. And it's not been as hard on anyone as it has been on his twin brother. He's still not the same. But I love my family, and that's also kind of why I'm here as well. So, in the meantime, you all are young, and I would offer my experience where I can. Though I do, of course, have my own goals.
You find anything for your wife?
Mostly more questions. But maybe. And I'll pull out a piece of paper that I've kind of written something on. I don't think I did a very good job. I don't know this language. Does it look familiar to any of you?
Does it? What?
What languages do you speak?
Oh, Zulkifli's got a few.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few as well.
Well, Infernal is one of them. Draconic, Leonin, Moxidin, Common, Oran.
Nice.
None of those.
None of those.
I have common, draconic, primordial.
Nope.
We'll have to
If
ask.
only I could speak telepathically with the book.
What
We'll have to
about
ask,
you, Aspen?
Astro, and she's.
I would say
One
it's
second. I have
like 3 times.
Druidic, Elvish, Giant, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Nope.
Swear to God, it's gonna be undercommon. I'm gonna be upset.
It was in a very beautiful book, well cared for with detail, but I can only make out a word or two, and I'm not even sure how I know them. But
What do
it says something.
What do you think you will find inside here?
It says something about time, which is something that I wish to learn more about. But more than that, I do not know what this says. But it caught my attention. It feels important. It was, after all, on its own pedestal under glass. I just wrote a copy down of what I saw. Or tried to. It's a bit messy. Sorry for the handwriting.
Cormac's just gonna reach over and just give it here. Cormac actually does speak Undercommon and Elvish.
Mm-mm.
What even's left?
Are you sure it's not chicken scratches? And he's gonna pass it over to you.
Well, minor.
I don't think.
Child Scrabble,
I actually
maybe.
don't think any of you speak this language.
Oh no!
Well, we'll see. See if I can find someone that knows what this says, I suppose.
I'm checking your
Would
character
Kadra know
sheet. I haven't missed anything.
We didn't.
Only
What
I
is
had taken
Kadra?
comprehend languages.
Giants, Sylvan. Okay. So Aspen.
Elvish, Giant, Goblin, Orc.
No.
Guess what? Nobody has undercommon.
Oh,
No,
Cormac has it.
Yeah, Cormac did.
Yeah.
Cormac's gonna respond
would've
with
been
an expletive in Undercommon, which we will not repeat for the sake of the children.
What was that, Cormac? Did you understand something from this? or-
Yeah, and so is your mother. I mean, that's what I said, and never mind.
Oh, dear. Wow.
Damn, Cormac, you're a little more aggressive today.
I will say, though, I will say, though, we've got an impressive gathering of knowledge here. I only know Common and Dwarvish.
I'm surprised I know so few languages. Where are these from?
Does it look at all similar to the notes that I took down from on Beldanea, the Abyssal ones?
No. Yeah, none of you have this language.
Okay.
Interesting.
Is there a recognizable script that might be shared with other languages?
No, Abyssal's kind of its own unique thing.
Let's see. I don't remember what languages Astra can read. She knew that obscure one in the.
Oh wait, none of us have dwarvish, do we?
We'll have to ask her as well another time.
She understood primordial. I do as well.
Nazmir,
I also do.
Oh, okay.
That's a waste.
Nazmir, you find this in the library.
Yes.
You ask anyone there if they can speak? Huh? You take.
I did not, though I'm not certain who I want. Besides you, I'm not sure who I want to tell specifics for what I'm looking for yet.
Secrets. I can respect that.
It's close to my heart, and I don't understand very much about it yet. So, but there are other colleges of magic. There are many places we can search. And,
Speaking of which, I would like to learn some more spells if possible.
they do have their uses, don't they? That bonfire cantrip we learned.
Well, yes, for the most part, I can only continue to learn ritualistic spells. Otherwise, I have no real talent.
I wouldn't call it I have talent either. I just was able to do these things. Something about my
Yes,
family line or something.
innate spellcasting. What a blessing.
That is indeed an optimistic way to look at it, and I hope that's how it...
Depending on how you use it.
Indeed. Well, in any case, I thank you for trying to see if you could read this, and I likewise offer my assistance in anything that I can help with any of you.
At this time, there's kind of like a hunchback figure kind of making their way through the crowd of this tavern. Eventually, they get over to your table, and they have like this long gray stringy hair, hobbling over. Spare change for a hungry old woman.
Look at her. Hand her over a gold piece.
Can I have a wisdom saving throw from you, Zolkifli?
Oh, that's rude. All right, here we
I
go.
don't know, that's rude.
12.
12. You go to hand her the coins, and then there's a sudden burning thought in the back of your mind. Why should I? She hasn't done anything to earn this. This is mine. And then you reach your hand back and don't offer her the coins at all.
I love that.
Are you okay, Zulkifli?
Yeah.
Pardon. He didn't mean any disrespect, ma'am. Here's a few coins.
Thank you, sir. And she's gonna grab your hand. And just for a moment, there is a image that flashes before your mind, where you're standing there, gasping for air on one knee, leaning on your sword, and there's just nothing but bodies around you.
Nazmir just pales and kind of.
Thank you for
looks
your
confused.
kindness. She's gonna begin to hobble away.
What was that? It was
Feel very strange.
What was what?
unsettling.
Yeah, you know,
Was
like
it-
maybe that magic.
It could be. Don't know.
Sinula, can you help one more time? Identify. Sinilot. I'll look over at Sinilot.
What? Sorry, I was distracted.
Can you help one more time? Identify. And I'll
Yep.
pull out. So I'm reaching my bag and I'll pull out a bag of 160 gold pieces that I found on the street the other day. And I felt really weird picking them up that time.
Yeah.
And I put it on the table. And I'll just put my hands out around it, just say, don't touch, don't touch.
Just give me a few minutes, because I can only do this a certain amount of times per day quickly. So it's gonna take like 10 minutes. So you guys can talk amongst yourself while I do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna ritual cast Identify. Wee.
So just for reference, Dan, this is the bag that I found on the street. That may
Okay.
be the correct.
Yeah. 10 minutes later, there's nothing magical about those coins.
Well, there isn't a curse on it, from what I can tell. So, I think you just got lucky.
Okay.
Technically, identify does not identify curses.
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming this as the
I'm
character.
just making sure you know, I'm not saying the bag
Is there
is
even a
cursed
spell for
though.
curses?
I'm just saying that it is. Your spell would not be able to do that.
Right.
Some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them.
Did you say you were going to go to bed, Zulkifli? With Aspen and Astra?
You want
Not at this time. Not just yet, but I will. I will in just a moment.
Aspen's still at the table right now. He was finishing up his food and everything, and actually he's seems to be finished now, and he's gonna ask Kydro. He's gonna be like, Kydro, can I see your hand for a second?
Sure.
So he's gonna take your hand and flip it over so he sees the back of your hand, and he's going to reach into his bag of holding, pull out a glowing mushroom, crush it, and he is going to draw the druidic symbol for dragon on your hand.
No, she didn't.
Cool. What's that mean?
Means dragon.
Oh yeah. Sounds
He
about
says,
right.
"Oh yeah," as if he
And
understands.
then he will draw like a circle of protection around it.
What's that mean?
Protection.
Oh. Dragon of protection.
Protected dragon.
Oh. That too.
What a riveting conversation.
I will go help my sister.
Alright, yeah, you go do that. Thanks, Aspen.
Aspen stands up and goes to help Astra.
And I would just like to make note that when you enter like her little room here, she's got parchment taken out from the desk that they've got in there, and there's just scribbles all over it. And she's in the middle of the floor, just looking at all these papers, scratching her head. She's been mopey all day, but now it's mixed with like frustration. It's just not good vibes in this room right now.
What are you reading?
I'm trying to learn new spells. Trying to learn new things.
Well, our spells come with practice.
What happened
As
now?
we grow as people, we learn greater power.
I know, but it's just not working. Like, Kydro died partially because I didn't use my spells right. I didn't use my skills correctly, and we lost a member of our party.
Don't be too hard on yourself. What matters is that he's back now.
But what about next time?
Next time you'll be stronger. Next time you may know something that you didn't know.
What I'm hoping for. I needed your help with my hair, with the braids and the beads, for the party tomorrow.
Oh, I can help with that. I might want to do my hair in a braid as well for the ceremonial thing that we're doing.
I can help. Maybe you can give me some pointers on the one you used during that fight. What was it? You know, you rotted them away, healed the other. Wither and something.
Oh, yes, I can show you all about that.
Thank you.
To spam wither and bolt.
All right, so soon you all notice that the tavern is actually beginning to die down, and you're now in the late evening hours.
You know, dying down because I killed everybody. Okay. Been slowly doing it.
I will rise. I'll nod to everybody. Just clap Kyder on the shoulder once more. Hidup lagi. And
Hidup bloody.
then go upstairs and find a room to sleep in.
Yeah, so Zol Kifli, as you go upstairs and make your way to your room, you can take a step towards your bed, and a floorboard kind of bows inward as if loose.
Oh no.
Okay. I'll go and check it out.
So you begin to rummage the board, and you realize that you can actually lift it up and out off the floor.
Okay, interesting.
Inside the floor, there is a small chest.
Oh. Small chest.
Mm-hmm.
Narrow my eyes at it, and I'll reach for it.
Now, inside the chest are 3 small gold statuettes with small light blue gemstones marking them. So did I say 3? I meant 4. There's 4.
4. Okay. I will stare at this chest. And tilt my head to the side, look around behind me to see if anyone's coming. Pick it up. Is it big? Is it a small chest?
Small chest.
Small chest.
The figurines are about the size of like a D&D miniature would be.
Oh, wow.
Not too
Okay,
big.
got it. Tiny. I'll put it in with a bag of holding. Replace the floorboard where it was. Frown, puzzled. And then hit the bed.
Does everybody go to bed?
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Fair enough. You all wake up.
I want to go shopping.
What are you all gonna do in the morning?
Eat, maybe.
Clothes shopping.
Yes. I
Clothes.
slept in a preservative style for my hair. Like I slept upright so my hair didn't get messed up, you know? I still gotta clean it just a little bit. But it looks excellent. Very nice.
Druids sleep in the weirdest ways.
Well, this is, these braids take a while. I can't mess them up. But I don't want to
Yeah.
log our morning down, but yada, yada, yada. Anyways,
Aspen has his hair braided into one big braid going down his back.
Beautiful.
Astra has something similar. She has a loose braid down her back, but she had Aspen take like 6 strands of braids that are much thinner and much more delicate and kind of string them around that, almost like ivy. It's pretty elaborate.
Nice.
Very nice.
Imagine having hair. That's amazing.
So you all make your way downstairs to the tavern floor. It's still quiet here. Not as loud as it could be. And it's cleaned up from the night before as well.
Damn. This is very lifeless. Are we eating or are we going out?
I wouldn't mind a
I-
little breakfast.
I mean, I'm sure there's some street food out there.
So true. It was raining so much yesterday. Forgot.
So what's the plan?
Now we find clothes and see clothes.
I am following Nazmir's lead today.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Maybe you can show.
Indeed. And we'll also have to take some time and talk about etiquette. How to behave.
Good morning,
Who's that? Good morning.
barmaid.
Ah, gotcha.
Can I get you anything?
Something simple for me. We just perhaps a few pieces of toast
Very well.
and an orange.
Fish.
I'll see if we've had the order in from the fishmonger today.
Can you add chili?
Sure. We're not a coastal town, you know that, right? Alright. Yes, it is. Any exciting plans today?
A bit of a party later, I believe.
Oh. Well,
It's
I
think
hopefully you
well
have a good
earned.
time.
Are you going to
should
be
be.
there?
Oh, what kind of party is it?
I believe the Diacog clan is having a.
I would never. I couldn't even afford the clothes to go.
Indeed.
Would you want to?
I gotta work today.
Very interesting. For a second, it sounded like you didn't like them. I was kind of curious about what that might be.
Oh, I mean, they're good customers.
Huh.
And just while this conversation is happening, I'm leaning over to Kydro and I'm bringing out 10 pounds of Noxiarium ore, transferring it into his bag of holding.
We did not turn yours in for you. It's yours to.
Maybe
it's
you
yours to do.
maybe you and Comac go to Diacog Guild and you can trade.
That sounds like a pretty good idea. And I could use the gold to settle my debt, actually.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Still much more after.
Yeah.
I strongly recommend it. I know what owing a debt, how it can weigh on a person.
It'll be very relieving to know that that's settled. So that's what we'll do. What do you say, Cormac?
Yeah, sure, take it or leave it, I guess. Personally, I could have off the fucker.
Alright.
I mean, it's a toy maker. What kind of fucking age it's going to be a toy maker in this economy?
Right.
The old good old Sydney Vickla Harris.
Yep.
Alright. So yeah, we'll be doing that. When we get the chance.
Cormac's grumbling the whole time. He'd probably go and spend it all over again. Get himself back into debt hell. All over again. You watch. He'll go back to the same people and borrow more money. Be doing this again in 1 year.
He didn't get his morning bourbon.
No, I didn't.
Poor Cormac, dude.
Yeah.
So,
Ask me, you can film her, huh?
for the sake of time, what are we all doing?
Oh, shopping.
Yeah, I have to get a dress. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, a dress that'll fit. That's long. I'm not too particular about the color or the material.
Okay.
Or the price. very, very flexible.
Yeah, so for you, Astra, you'll be able to find a dress that's 75 gold.
Okay.
We have a saying here: if you cannot afford fashion, just go buy clothes.
Okay.
Do the shops have anything that could resemble anything from Zul's home country?
Not here.
Yeah, he'll look around dissatisfied, but he'd want to go find something like that.
Perhaps. Well, I would say you could request something of the tailors, but that may take them some time to make.
I only need the cloth. Silk.
And I have another idea. And I wanted to see if I can find like what do you call it? A foil, like one of the like decorative rapier type weapons that's not truly a functional weapon, but more for decoration.
5 gold.
Okay.
And it's not even a full sword, really. It's just,
Yeah. And I'll bring it to Zulkifli and say they likely won't let you bring a real weapon. And this isn't one either, but I thought it might make you a little more comfortable.
I'll hold up my Chris. This one cannot.
They will likely bar us from taking any true weapons with us. It is, after all, a party.
Yeah, Jahannam.
And which is why I offer you this. This should be acceptable.
Okay. Hey, not really sharp.
Not very.
Yeah.
But it won't offend their senses.
I'll kind of wobble it a bit.
Don't shake too hard. It might break.
And I'll just stabilize.
What type of clothing would they have in store for Aspen?
I mean, they have a wide variety. They have nice robes for people who are typically magic casters. They have not suits, but it has like almost like a vest that ties tightly in the back, almost like a corset for men. But really, it's a matter of what you would like.
All right. Aspen will get the one with the vest, as he just wears kind of a like normal clothes under his robe, or under his big like robe with holes in it.
Okay.
So he'll choose that.
Yeah, I'll say that's about 25 gold.
Okay.
Let's see. I want to look for something like a 2-piece suit, maybe.
Yeah.
Navy, just a smart navy blue.
35 gold.
I know. Is it 35?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anybody else looking for anything in particular?
Yes. I have a question.
Okay.
Would simple stitch jobs like attaching some cloths together be done by the end of the day?
I mean, if you're just looking for just random cloths to be stitched together, maybe.
Yeah, like the basic idea I was thinking of is I'm gonna be wearing the cloak of protection, right? And it's like a darker blue. What I want is on the inside, like on the right side, on the left side, to have a half cloak, but have it be a light umber color, like orangish, that is like this much longer than the cloak of protection, so it goes underneath it on the left side and it like outlines it. And between the cloak of protection and that half coat, half cloak, I want to have the bag of holding hidden in there, so it's not visible on my person.
So you can't modify magical items.
Yes, I'm the half cloak. It's just for the specifications. The half cloak will go underneath the cloak, and then the bag of holding will be attached to the half cloak,
We'll say
which will be
15
covered by
gold
it.
for your half cloak.
Cool. And then for my outfit, I want a darkish navy blue, kind of like a pantsuit, an orange belt, and a few orange sashes that go across in the
40
opposite
gold.
direction. Cool. And
Very
lastly,
elaborate.
a bunch of gold ornaments for my horns.
We'll say another 15 gold.
Cool. So that's 70 total.
Yep.
Cool. I am fitted up.
Nice.
Anybody else? How many clothes are they specifically looking for?
Oh, by the way, I am sleeveless, and I completely forgot. I do want to get some like very tight black gloves that go up to about here, and then some gold bands on my wrist.
Should we get Cormac a kilt?
I mean, that's what you want. Guys, I'm at 1,420
I'll
gold.
take a suit, thank you very much.
Take 30 gold from Cormac.
Guys, I'm at 1,420 gold. 420, let's go.
I'm not in charge of Cormac's finances.
Enjoy it because you ain't getting magic items for a while. I'm stingy with them.
That's why I got him now.
Okay, yeah. So Zo's looking around the shop. Does he see any silks that might be kind of really beautifully embroidered? Especially anything red.
Yeah.
Something that might be similar to what his current headgear is.
As far as like your headgear, maybe you might be able to find like a strip of fabric that you can tie.
Yeah.
In that
He's just looking
fashion.
for a square. Just a square fabric. He knows how to tie it. He's just looking for a square.
Yeah, you definitely find something like that. It's
Right.
kind of like a red fabric with gold thread, kind of like a weaving pattern along it.
Okay. He's getting a couple of those. He's going to look around as well for anything that might look like just silk trousers, silk shirt.
Yeah, definitely.
For the right collar style. And he finds one. Okay. And so together he's put together actually a traditional Malay outfit. Malay formal outfit.
35 gold.
35. Okay. Okay.
Michael, I have a question.
I'm sure you do.
Just to be a little bit more of a fuckboy, would it cost more for the fabrics that I got for the things that I got to have like gold embroidery?
Yes.
How much more?
I mean, are you looking for actual gold thread and ornaments, or are you looking for just like to be fancy?
I'll go for the real because that's just gonna be spotted immediately.
150
by
gold.
Blue. Okay. So is that on top of what I already have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi, I would like to make a return. Instead of like tucking the price tags in his clothes instead of taking them off, you can return them after the party.
Nah, I'm keeping this shit, bro. I'm fitted.
It's like
Nazmir,
Yes.
do you think that my hat will be okay? Or should I remove that?
Remind me what your hat looks like.
It is in my art. It's a kind of messy looking hat with a twig in it.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'll tell you what. It's not the kind of thing they would normally wear. But I will reiterate what I said before. The most important thing is that you feel comfortable. If you feel too out of place, that also makes it not work. And granted, this may make a few of you feel out of place. I myself prefer not to be in large public events like this too frequently. It's a lot. But I would say if you feel more like yourself to wear it, do it.
As much as I am comfortable with my hat, now that I think about it, I would like to show off the braid that my sister gave me. I feel like it would be a waste to cover it up.
Oh, then that sounds like a perfectly acceptable choice as well.
Yeah. Now Spin takes his hat, puts it, and takes Inkwell, his little pet mushroom creature, and puts him in his breast pocket, like a pocket square, and puts his hat in his bag of holding.
I can make you one of these. Asha's gonna kind of hold up this netting that she made. She's actually trying to fasten it on to herself right now, like over her torso, because it is part of her dress. It's more traditional from back home. But this just reminds me of home. It makes me more comfortable. I can make you one. I don't know how well it'll fit the robe. They're kind of made for dresses, but
You all wanted to buy a map as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, the map would cost 15 gold.
Well worth it. And this is of the whole country, or what?
For the whole continent.
Okay. Yes, that would be fantastic.
Michael, I promise this will be my last thing.
You
I
promise?
do. Yes, I actually do. Because I'm done with me, but I do want to bring my boy with me. So I want to get him some like from the same linens that I use and fabrics, to get him like my crow, a few small bits to wrap around him, and like a small golden crown. Yes,
Add an extra 20 gold on.
that's all right. My boy looking fire. I know I'm actually fucking happy about a fantasy crow, but that's all right.
Okay.
And,
As long as you're happy, I guess. So, the map is as follows.
Yay! Oh god, Blur. I love Blur.
Why did
Yo.
this update?
There we go.
Oh, this is satisfying to see.
Jesus.
It's a big world out there.
Indeed.
It is.
Oh god, we have to cross a river to get out of here. Damn.
So, everybody, this is the entire world. Well, this is not the entire world, the entire continent that you are on. You are here. The little area of this peninsula is Mysteria.
I kind of gonna go over here.
So on, so forth. So, as you all get the map of the continent, get a full layout for the world that you have yet to explore, that is where we're going to end our story for tonight.
Yeah.
You got your fancy clothes, you gotta go pay some debts.
then it's party
Right.
time.
Yeah, and then it's party time, and where you guys go into the house of the guild that you're supposed to be investigating. So,
Yep.
Yep.
By the way, while getting close, and a lot disappeared for like 4 hours, and he comes back completely dressed up. He just like went off on his own.
Sinala over here playing Fashion Makeover, America's Next.
Yeah, straight up, bro.
Merwin's Next Top Model.
He's
He's been in the
can't
woods for
deny though.
years.
He's got the
So,
drip.
everyone, thank you so much for tuning into our session tonight. It's been a real nice time. We'll have a really great session for you next week as well. Don't forget that if you want to join our paid one-shot, it is $30 to join. You have until this Friday to sign up, with only 4 spots left open. Just DM me in our Discord for more information. I'd like to thank all of our players this evening, starting with the most beautiful one of them all, Astra, our Druid Furbolg.
Yes, thank you. I know it's a little hard to remember. We didn't do any combat, but trust me, next combat, oh, I'm ready. I have prepared something for y'all. But we're also going to be James Bond, all of us together, collectively. Very excited.
Murder on the dance floor.
Exactly.
We are this. Yeah.
Somebody call 911. Absolute. Anyway, I'll pass it over to Aspen, my super cool Furbolg Druid brother. Take it away.
Thank you. I'm excited to have both Aspen and Astra attend this dinner party. It's gonna be great. And man, it was a nice session to actually shop around, get some cool information.
Some money.
Yeah, make a lot of money. And I cannot wait to see where this takes us. I will pass it over to Noah, who plays O'Kifley, our human blood hunter, Order of the Lycan.
Hello, that is me. Hi. Yes, absolutely a pleasure to play the character who harkens back to my own background week on week, so that's very nice. Yeah, cool session. Thanks so much. Thank you as ever to Michael for running it, and to my fellow players for making it so special. Kyder, glad you're back.
Glad to be back.
Glad you didn't have to roll a new one, although I would have been very curious to see what you would come up with. Yeah, I think without further ado, I suppose I'll pass it over to the man, the myth, the legend. He ain't highborn, but he does wear a tricorn. It's Cormac. What do you think, Cormac? Yeah, it's all right, I guess. Well, thanks, Cormac. I guess we'll pass it over to Jaden himself then.
So he's the edgy one this time.
Yeah.
Hello. Back from the dead. Pretty sick.
Hooray!
First magic item too. That's always exciting. So I'm super psyched. The map has just been.
Kydro becomes the Kenny of the campaign. Oh my god, he killed Kydro, you bastards!
I would be so. I'd be so mad. I'd be so upset. But yeah, no, the map just got dropped. This looks super sick. I cannot wait to just fill this whole thing out. It's gonna be great. I'm super psyched for the rest of the campaign. 100%. So, that being said, I'm gonna pass it over to Nazmir.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Had a lot of fun. I'm excited to see how this party goes, and yeah, thanks for being here with us. It's been a blast, and I will continue it on to Kevin, to Sinalot.
What? Me? Oh no! Well, I personally cannot wait for our espionage, because I want to get into some of that sneaking around and talking to some rich people, trying to get one over on them. And also, I have been exploring the map the whole time, and I found a place that's constantly smoking, and I kind of want to go there. So I hope I get to do that. Anyway, we'll see how next session goes, and I'll pass it over to our wonderful DM and God. Please don't kill us.
Thank you so much there, and no promises. Thank you for everyone for tuning in tonight. Hopefully have a great rest of the week, and we're almost this official spooky month, so it's gonna be a really nice time. I really don't have anything else to say other than join our Discord. Use the command !Discord to join us. We would love to have you here, but other than that, bye.
Bye. Bye now.
Bye.
I can't.